Hey, good morning. Let's go over today's trade plan. So in the overnight session, sellers were active near the previous VPOC, and from there we got to move down into Monday's initial support at 40.77.5 to 85.5, where responsive buyers stepped in. Now, heading into the open, our short-term bias will continue to be neutral. At this point, we've seen a pretty decent sell response off that 41.4875 high volume node, and now the market has pulled back enough where if the market is going to hold up and remain strong, buyers need to step in today. So now we've seen a pullback to at least a somewhat important short-term inflection point, and early in the session, how the market behaves at the pre-market and initial support, as well as the aggressive and pre-market resistance, is going to help us figure out which side is being dominant. As long as buyers can hold ES above the 40.77.5 to 85.5 initial support, which we're also using as the micro bull bear, there would still be potential for ES to continue consolidating and trading within the recent range. And if we get a proper breakdown below initial support on excess weakness and big and sustained downside momentum, then the intraday bias would become bearish. Now, again, in order for that bearish scenario to come into play, we would need to see a break and hold below initial support. As long as the market's holding above that area, there would at least still be the potential for stability. On the upside, we have aggressive resistance at 40.96 to 98.75, and a breakout above that area would be the first sign of buyers stepping back in. And then we have pre-market resistance at 41.02.5 to 11.5, where sellers may defend, and a breakout above that zone would be the first real indication of intraday strength, which can lead to a test of the overnight high and the previous close in VPOC at 41.20 to 23. And as long as the market is heading higher on some decent upside momentum, that area could get taken out, and a breakout above 41.20 to 23 can lead to a test of 41.28.5 to 31.5, as well as the 41.37 quarter level. And then we have the short-term balance area high at 41.41 to 41.50, and sellers can still be active there on first test, and we would need to see broad market strength and sustained upside momentum in order to get a successful breakout above initial resistance, and a break and hold above that area would be an intraday bullish indication. So that is the market context and plan heading into the open. Again, the market has now pulled back enough to a somewhat important short-term inflection point. So today is going to be very pivotal for buyers and sellers, and how ES deals with today's initial support zone is going to help set the bias on the day. So that is the plan heading into the open. Let's see how the real-time situation shapes up and how the market behaves at the pre-market and initial support, as well as the aggressive and pre-market resistance. That's going to help us determine which side is in control early in the session, and we'll take it from there.